Good morning. Rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
JWC County Commissioners Court for December 29th, 2023, 9 a.m. Now in session. Agenda item number 3, public testimony. I'll do a little bit of public testimony today. The last Commissioners Court, we approved $107,400 for the Orange Grove Volunteer Fire Department to do some concrete work and extension of their building. And they're here today, and we want to do a little presentation so we can have a little photo op with them. Let them know how much we appreciate them and all the fire departments around JWC County that make a safe place for our constituents. So if y'all want to come up and we'll take a photo. Mr. Guerra's there. And I want to recognize Mr. Guerra, our county attorney. He's online. He was instrumental in the MOU, something new that we have done, and he was instrumental in completing that MOU. And for the court's information, we have signed that MOU last Friday, and it's going to be filed today. And he was the one we need to thank for doing the MOU, constructing the MOU. Thank you, Mr. Guerra.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Guerra.
you. Thank you.
See, how can we do this? Let me go. I'll go down there. You know what? Let me get my hat. I don't want nobody to see my bald head.
Oh, gosh.
How can we do this? What's that?
Are we in the middle?
Here. Hold on. You want to get in, JC? JC, get in.
Mark.
Oh, let me go.
I'm standing up.
Over there.
Stand on the chair.
Come on.
You sure you can't see your face?
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. You can see it?
Well, if you move Lance, he doesn't need to be in there.
Hey, we're online, folks.
Yeah.
He told me to sit on the chair. He told me to get on the chair.
Yeah, he got everybody.
Okay.
While everybody's talking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.
Happy holidays.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Look.
Thank you for everything. We appreciate it.
All right. I don't think we have anybody else in public testimony.
We have to
Sheriff? Okay, there you go, Sheriff.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Wish you all a happy new year. But just want to let you know this morning that we are going to be receiving our new panel that we purchased or was approved by your office and the commissioners last year, or this year. Should be arriving this coming week. It was purchased for $114,000. We're also receiving our own camera, our top of the line surveillance camera that will be utilized throughout the community as well as the fairground as we used to before. So that is also in the process of this coming year. Other than that, we want to thank you all very much for your support this year and continue to work together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you. Anybody else would like to address the court in public testimony at this time?
Good morning.
Sir.
Morning.
Hey, my name is Richard Guerra. I'm the elections administrator here in Jim Wells County. And as of December 1st, our office incorporated the duties for 911. And I just wanted to update the court within the 29 days that we've worked. We've already worked or are currently working on 49 cases that deal with 911. So, yeah, there was quite a need out there and we're working on it. So we just want to thank Commissioners Court for giving us the opportunity to work on it and wanted to give you this update.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else like to address the court at this time? If none, I'll go to agenda item number 4, discuss, consider, and take action to approve minutes from previous meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. JC, please. Agenda item number 5, consent agenda. Consent agenda items will be voted upon in one vote and will not be discussed separately unless requested by the county judge, commissioner, or a citizen.
County Judge, Commissioners Court, this is why we did this in this form, because you see how many different ones, and the judge doesn't have to go over all of them. I do have one correction on number 8. It should read, discuss, consider, and take action on a budget amendment from Veterans Office, Daniel Salinas, to transfer $2,200 from 12,405,499.00 medical transportation to 12,405,499.10 miscellaneous. It's just the numbers were incorrect.
12,405,409?
499.
499.00, that's the medical transportation that we give the veterans. And the other one miscellaneous is 12,405,499.10.
Okay.
Okay? And with those, that's, everything is approved or okay.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion. Have I have a second?
Is there a continue on, on line item 6?
Yeah, there's a continuance. So,
We're gonna approve both of them?
But it's 5 and 6, it continues on 6.
They're considered the same one, right?
If y'all will, that's fine. It just continues with the same, like I say, continue with 5, 6, and 7, and 8.
I think it's because it's a different item.
it's a different item. We probably,
Different department.
Mr. Guerra's, yeah, okay, all right. He agrees with that.
Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. They wasn't allowing me to unmute myself. Yeah, last time, since it's two different, since it's numbered as two different items, we went ahead, just to be on the safe side, go ahead and take votes on both. Is this 4 and 5 or 5 and 6?
5 and 6.
5 and 6, yeah. Go. It'd be safer just to take a vote on two different items. And I understand, I think it's an issue with the software that we use to upload our agenda.
Okay,
Yeah.
the correction that I stated is on 6.
Right. Okay, so I have a motion and a second for agenda item number 5. Any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Can I entertain a motion for number 6?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. Any further discussion needed? Please let that include in the motion that it's with the two corrections. So I have a motion, I have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 7, discuss, consider, and take action to approve the renewal of the Westlaw contract for Jim Wells County Attorney's Office.
Yes, Judge, Commissioners, this is the contract for the Westlaw legal research service that our office uses. We are currently paying $245 per month. The renewal will go up roughly $35 per month to $281 per month. I'm told that that's going to include some new the newest fad with these online research subscriptions is AI, the artificial intelligence, and so we're supposed to have some new options with this. But it's a $35 a month increase, and I'm asking the court to approve that.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and I have a second to approve agenda item number 7 as stated. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 8, discuss, consider, and take action to approve the purchase of a 50 by 80 by 18 Mueller steel building system for the Orange Grove Volunteer Fire Department to be paid out of Commissioner Precinct 3 ARPA funds. This was kind of like a continuation from the concrete that we just approved last week and provided for the Orange Grove Volunteer Fire Department. This is the Mueller building that's going to go on top. And I think we say Mueller building because that's what they're called. I'm sure they'll submit a bid and they'd have to go through all the processes that the ARPA funds go through. So it really should say steel building, but it says Mueller steel building.
Is this material and construction, Judge?
Yes,
Material is construction, okay, good.
it's probably anywhere between 54 and 57,000, somewhere around there. And Commissioner Precinct 3, Ms. Chapa, has approved that, correct?
Yes.
She just bringing it to Commissioner's Court to notify the court and to get approval by the court.
I make a motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
So I have a motion and I have a second. Yes,
We've gone through all of the procurement policy.
we're going to. I mean, it has to follow all the
That's all I
ARPA.
want to make sure that we follow all the policies that,
So who made the motion?
RG, a second.
You wanna just
I
add
make
the,
a motion to approve the purchase following the procurement process of the 3 bids.
of the ARPA, or the
The
ARPA fund?
ARPA funds.
Yeah, because that may be a little different. All right.
Yeah,
So-
we have 2, still need 1 more.
So we have a motion and we have a second. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 9, discuss, consider, and take action issuing a request for proposals for the condition assessment and master planning services related to the rehabilitation of the existing Jim Wells County Courthouse. Let me take a drink real quick, hold on. This, this is an assessment and updating our master plan. In the future here pretty quick, and we bring to the Commissioner's Court to utilize the Historical Commission grant to update the outside portion of the courthouse. In order to do that, we have to be actively pursuing and updating our master plan. And doing so may cost somewhere between $75,000 and $85,000. So that, because of that amount, we're going through our procurement processes, and we have to go through an RFP process in order to get a firm to do that assessment. So that's why we're here today. I'm asking the court to approve this so we can move forward.
Judge, I had a chance to look over it this morning. And in paragraph 3, there's a reference to the criteria that's going to be used to evaluate the bidders. And it says it's set out in section 10 below, Roman numeral 10 below. I think that should read Roman numeral 11. What might have happened is somebody added a paragraph and didn't renumber them, and didn't go back and change this. So that portion should say paragraph 11. Everything else looks good. There's a couple of blanks that we can fill in once we know the RFQ number. Oh, and by the way, the agenda item reads RFP, but it's actually an RFQ. And the only other thing is that it does a little bit of the history, which I found very interesting about the history of the architecture of the building. And it talks about 1948 election. Coke Stevenson's name is misspelled. It should be with a V instead of a PH. Other than that, everything else looks good.
Okay, so, can I make a motion that, that we approve this item as long as you approve the final RFP that we put out?
Yes, we can make it's an RFQ. We can make the corrections. If we can just get approval from the court, we can make the corrections before we post it and publish it.
Okay, so, I make a motion that, we approve the authorization of issuing the request for qualifications, the RFQ, for the condition assessment and master planning services, as long as our county attorney has approved the release of the RFQ.
A second.
I have a motion, I have a second. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 10, discuss, consider, and take action to appoint a committee to study and make recommendations for possible solutions for additional office space for county departments. This one, we have had many discussions about our population here in the courthouse, and we're outgrowing our courthouse. So what I'm asking the Commissioners Court is if we can construct a committee to look at all avenues that we have possible here in Jim Wells County to address that issue, and how we're going to pay it also. So at this time, I'd like to take any recommendations from the court as far as the number of people in the committee, which, I'd venture to say that, 5 people would be good, somewhere around there. And if we can fill those slots, 5 or 6, if we can fill those slots by naming the people here today on who would be in that committee.
I think 5 is a good number. Keep it on.
Now, I'm okay with that too. I'm thinking that maybe, one of the persons in that group maybe a someone that's a part of our community, a community member. I mean, I'm not sure if we're ready here today I think we can name somebody from the community to be in that committee to get, their point of view also. This is an important decision that we're going to have to make here pretty quick. And I say pretty quick, the timeline, we could develop a timeline to make sure that we stay on track too, because some of the money that is going to be utilized will be some of the money that we've garnered. It has to be spent within the next 3 years. So we need to hurry up, and we don't have to hurry up, but we need to get on it here pretty quick.
Judge, I agree with you on the having somebody from the outside, but I wish we could get somebody from like DA's office, maybe the Sheriff's Department, the people that have the issues with the space, so they can get their input also included. And maybe the 5 is not the magical number, but
Okay,
I feel that we need to include those people. Michael's office, county attorney, They're the ones that have the most issues with the space area, so.
JC, the county clerk.
Okay, so if it's myself, Mr. Guerra, Mr. Garcia, Mr. JC, and a community member, that's 5. Now, I would like another member from the Commissioners Court to be on it. To just keep abreast of everything that's going on in that committee.
I'm gonna say Ventura, since he's here. Are you okay?
Yeah, okay, yeah, it'd be okay.
Okay, so, yes, sir, Mr. Guerra.
Did you select someone from the sheriff's office? Because I was going to say the chief deputy is going to have some free time starting next month, and I think he'd be a good person if they're willing to use him as their because he's very knowledgeable about the issues that they've got as well. Either Louis or if the sheriff himself wants to serve, or if he wants to designate, or we'll just leave it up to the sheriff.
Yeah, we can leave it up to the sheriff to designate somebody. So, how many people is that?
The judge, Guerra, JC, Ventura, sheriff.
And Mr.
and
Garcia. So that's 6, right? Okay, so
You can. I don't need to be a member. I can just be there in an advisory role. Since if there's any legal issues, I can assist, but I wouldn't be one of the 5.
yeah, I'd rather you be one of the 5. So,
You're 6 now.
there's 6. So let's go one more for the community, and we'll have 7 members.
Did you include the DA's office?
Yes.
Yes. And who's the?
So a member from the community.
Carlos trying to say something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just, thank you for, I know you mentioned, adding me to that committee, and I would gladly serve. Thank you for the opportunity to have some input on this.
Yes, sir. No problem. Thank you.
So the person from the public, do you want that to be Louis, since he's no longer unemployed?
Well,
Or you had somebody else?
no, I don't have nobody in mind. I just think that bringing Louis in would be like bringing somebody from the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
So we'd like to be,
Completely
completely
outsider.
completely outside the realm of the courthouse and the Jim Wells County. In Jim Wells County, but not part of Jim Wells County employee or anything like that. Does anybody have a recommendation? A person that I really respect out there, and I respect a whole lot of people out there. Don't get me wrong, but Danny Haygood, comes to mind for some reason, and of course, we'd have to ask, and we'd have to, they'd have to approve to be in some kind of committee like this. But I like to recommend Danny Haygood. I don't know if anybody else has any other recommendations, and if you do, we can discuss them. I have no problem with them. Yes, sir. Oh, I thought JC was picking up his hand. So if we go with Mr. Danny Haygood, why don't we have an alternate just in case he cannot participate for some reason?
I'd like to elect Manuel Recio Primat.
Manuel Recio, okay. Okay, so I have Danny Haygood and Mr. Manuel Recio out of Fremont. Is there any other recommendations? Okay, so I'll make a motion that we ask, well, let me see all the names here. I'll make a motion that we fill this committee with myself, Judge Trevino, Mr. Guerra from the County Attorney's Office, Mr. JC Perez, Mr. Ventura Garcia, Mr. Carlos Garcia from the DA's office, and a representative selected by the sheriff, if it's not himself, a representative from the sheriff department, and Danny Haygood or Mr. Recio as an alternative.
How many is that, Judge?
That's gonna be 7, right? It's gonna be,
Why don't we just take the whole 7? We'll have representation from the area, Alice and Fremont.
That'll be 8.
That'd be 8, so you would have to make it an odd number, no? Oh, you don't have to, right?
you don't have to.
Wait, make it all 8.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that if the court,
Make a motion to accept the 8 presented by the county judge.
okay. Okay, I was making a motion, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay. So
He made the motion.
I'll make a motion to include all 8
It's the end
of the names mentioned.
It's the end of the year, I'm trying to get out of here.
Michael, let me see, make sure. Oh, no, that's Michael Gibson. Okay. Okay, so do I need to repeat the motion or, no, you got it? Okay. All right, so I have a motion, I have a second. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
That was a yes for me, I'm sorry.
Agenda item number 11, discuss, consider, and take action to approve county treasurer's report and other monthly reports.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 12, discuss, consider, and take action to approve county auditor's reports.
Commissioners Court.
Do we have those? Do we have those?
I sent it.
Okay, I do. I'm sorry about that. I didn't see them earlier.
They brought new ones, so I don't know, they changed something.
No, what I brought in was the payables because when you posted it, we hadn't written checks yet.
Okay.
I brought the list in, and those are the payables, what I brought in.
Okay. Awesome. Go ahead, Noe, sorry about that.
No, that's okay, not a problem, gotta get it straight.
We got another one.
Okay, the first one that I'm gonna go over is the sales tax monthly report for November. It's for Jim Wells County. For November, the monthly payment was $282,029. At this time last year, we received $287,461, or a decrease of $5,432. For the year, through November, we have collected $3,338,052.30. At this time in 2022, last year, we had $3,024,927.81. There's a difference from this year to last year in collections of a positive $313,124.58. The next one is gonna be the auditor's monthly report. This is for the end of November 2023. Revenue, our budget for the general fund that we forecast in the revenues was $18,120,363. Actually, we have collected $18,103,359.68, or over. We have an increase of $782,996.05 increase in what we budgeted. Overall, the road and bridge, they're at 103% as to collections. Overall, total revenues for the county to what we predicted for a budget and what we actually have received, it is at 104%. So, really, we've collected $985,296.73 more than what we budgeted for. On the expenditures through November, and you just need to look at it, anybody over 92, if you have a problem or whatever, collect, get with our office.
Can you, go over them? No, I don't have my paper with me.
What happened?
You discussed the
You
commissioners?
need to discuss that with your secretary, Okay, it's supposed to be at 92 percentile in the way of expenditures. Everybody that's on there that, it's a little bit over, it can usually be, discussed and explained. The one that I usually talk about at this time is the tax assessor collector. And that is just in the whole 161,021.99. That has to do with the valuation that comes through from the appraisal district. That's the only one that really sets her back. Sometimes there just is an increase in that, in the, what we get from the appraisal district. And that is the line item that usually gives her problems. And that has to do with the forecast. The general fund, we had a budget of 20,082,027.27. We have spent 17,277,547.11, or at 86. And like I say, we're supposed to be at 92. That's a general fund. Okay, now with everybody included, the whole funds, total expenditures are 86%. Like I say, we have, it should be at 92, we shouldn't be over 92, so we have a positive variance of 6%. And like I always say, I appreciate everybody keeping within the budget, trying to save money, and like I say, it's a combination of everybody in the county. All righty? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Noe.
Thank you.
That's it, Judge.
Okay, hold on, I'm pulling out my calculator.
Not a good thing, not a good thing.
You know that, that's not good. 11, 1.5 plus 7, 2, 2, 2. 1 equals 18. 18 8, that's 2,200, okay. Luckily I had no liquid in it. Thank you, Noe.
I
Thank
make
you
a
all.
motion to approve the county auditor reports.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. Is there any further discussion needed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 13, discuss, consider, and take actions on payroll and bills as submitted by county auditors with exception of Fund 52, 53, and 54.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. Further discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Agenda item number 14.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Before we adjourn, Judge, I'd like to thank, all our elected officials, all our personnel, they do such a great job, keeping Jim Wells in mind. So, thanks to them. We continue to be successful. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you.
And I concur with that with Mr. Garcia there. It's a tough job that we have. We report to 38,000 people, and it's a tough job, and we're closing out. We're trying to close out what we have just today, right? And we close out everything pretty much. Anything after, 31st.
We'll have one more payables at the beginning of January to try and catch it. Like this time, we didn't write checks till yesterday because we wanted to catch everything we can from 2023. We're gonna have one more at the beginning of the next, and we'll catch everything that lingers behind for 2023.
I know we submitted some changes.
Yes, and I think you submitted a revision, a budget amendment. So, no, there'll be one more, but everybody's doing, like I say, through November, everybody's doing real good, and the revenues are up. What we predicted, our expenditures are below what there should be, so it's very good.
Yeah, and we appreciate that, all elected officials and everybody that's involved in that, department heads. Hopefully, with our final numbers, we'll have good news at the end. I do want to, as everybody can see, our economy I want to say it's good. It could be better. I know that a lot of us, including myself, the county judge and our commissioners, we're trying to do a lot, construction-wise, road-wise, and you name it, we're trying to do it, but all those prices are going up. And it's a tough deal when we talk about roads or when we talk about anything, and then we got to add the money to it. Then that's when things get rough. But we're going to continue to work hard and continue to do what we can for our constituents and making sure they're safe, secure, and that our community's getting better. So that being said,
Motion to adjourn.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to everybody. Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Let's all have a safe one, please. Have a safe one. I have a motion. I have a second. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, guys.